misfire. I'm sure you can hear it. It's running pretty rough. Put the camera on the steering wheel. You can see the vibrations in the steering wheel. Definitely a little misfire vibration there. Now, the code we are getting, I'm going to turn it back off. The code we are getting is a P0351. Okay, so the code we got on this car is P0351. Now, this procedure will fix P0351 through P0356. Those codes just distinguish what cylinder has the ignition coil fault. Now, we're going to do a circuit check on this thing, which is what I'm getting ready to show you here in a minute in this video. Now, if you have a burnt coil, and you'll know if you have a burnt coil because it's going to look something like this right here. Now, if you have that burnt coil, you don't need to do this circuit check. But I did not have this burnt coil, and I put new coils and plugs in this thing, and it did not fix it. So we're going to check the circuit just to make sure a wire's not broken before I break down and take the PCM out and try to fix this thing. So to check the circuit, we need to find the PCM, which is behind the battery right there. Take out the battery, it's really easy to get to. And we need to find cylinder 1, which I got the firing order up. This is cylinder 1 right here. It's on the back side of the motor if you're looking at it from the hood underneath the intake. Now, I know you're thinking that's going to be a little hard to get to. You might have to take the intake off just to check a circuit. Not true. You can reach behind the intake, and I'll show you right here. You can reach behind the intake, unplug the coil, get the coil plug out where you can probe the wire. Now, I cheated a little bit, looked at the wiring diagram to see which wire was going to the PCM and which one's going to ground. If you don't have a wiring diagram, that's okay. Just test both pins. If they both test bad, then you have a broken wire. If one of them tests good, then you have a good wire. Here's my pin breakout on the PCM side because there's a lot of pins on it. So I'm looking at control module powertrain ignition coil assembly 1 or A, pin 17. So I go back to my pin breakout here, which numbers the pins for me, and it shows me pin 17 right down there at the bottom, so I know which pin is it. And this is what it looks like on the car right here. See, I got it in the last one right there, just like our diagram showed. So I got that connected in this side, and I got my multimeter here set to ohms, and I'm going to set it to the sound. I already got it plugged in, so got it plugged in on that end, plugged in on that end. We got a good wire, good ohms in that wire. So looks like we got a bad PCM, folks, which is what I thought initially. So once you ohm out your wires and you verify that your PCM is actually bad and has the short in it, this is what it looks like when you take it out. Once you get it out, there's a couple different things you can do. You can try to go to Ford, get a new one, get it programmed the whole 9 yards, but I found that to be very difficult. So what I do is I go to this website called Circuit Board Medics, and this is them right here. They actually take your old PCM, which is that right there. You ship it out to them. They take it apart, fix the circuit board in it, and ship it back to you. And this is what it looks like. They do a great job. Highly recommend them. And this is what it sounds like when it's done. Turnkey operation, no need to program.